Greetings, my friends. Mr. Whippy, what's going on? Jack Black, more like Jack Gray. I don't understand what you're saying. I don't know what that means. Anyway, lads, welcome to the live stream. We're going to get started in just a moment. I am going to set up just a few last minute things as we get prepared here. Simon Dusk, it's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, buddy. Cool. Alright, so, we will be playing some Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. Not really playing it, but more so just setting up for the new upcoming series, the Horse Lords, using what's it called? The Banner Kings mod and our full mod list there. So that should be pretty interesting. I am trying to get more money out of you people because I love you guys, and I want, you know, this YouTube thing to really take off, and I want us to make a career out of it eventually. That is in fact the goal, and the best way I can do that is by I don't know, trying to get money, trying to make money, so that we can continue doing this thing that we all love together and everything like that. So for those of us who are channel members and are actively paying out of pocket on a monthly basis, on a monthly subscription, you will be able to get your character already inputted into the series. But anybody else who wishes to join us, I do have a you know, like a price range and everything like that I can show you in just a moment. But honestly, it's not that important right now, so I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. I'll become a member, but I'll probably have to cancel it because I'm broke as hell. Not a problem. You became a member. You paid for the first month at the very least. So I do greatly appreciate it. And so we'll definitely make sure to get you your what's it called? Your character inputted and everything like that. Or at least we'll try to today. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the plan. But I'm sorry you're broke, honestly. Low-key, me too. It's just that weird time of the year, because in April you've got Easter, and my in-laws, my family, they're very religious, so we do a lot of Easter plans, which takes money. And then at the end of the month, it's my wife's birthday, literally Friday, so April 25th she will it'll be her birthday, so that takes money. And then next month, May 7th is my little brother's birthday, May 11th is my birthday, and then May 30th is mine and my wife's anniversary. So this is that strange couple of months where we're just constantly broke, constantly spending money. But yeah, I totally get it. You know, I too am broke as fuck. It's quite sad. But you know, it is what it is. You know, you do what you can, and what you can't do, you just hope for the best, I guess. Nice. 7 minutes ago, Desthos has pledged their sword. That's amazing. Thank you, my lord Desthos. Destos. I don't know if the TH is like Destos or something like that. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we do have a few of these. I'm going to go ahead and replay some of these. Jake Major, JD Hunt, Arthur Prudente, Daniel Fernandez. Yeah, I'm going to just replay a couple of these older subscriptions, but thank you all very much for your time and, you know, subscribing. So it means a lot. Greatly appreciate it. But anyway, lads, I don't want to keep us waiting too much. I was hoping some of my guys would be in here, but that's all right. I'm not too worried about it. Can I start a Q&A? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. Sorry, I'm looking through some of these other options as well. There's just some pretty cool stuff here. Oh, that's right. You know what I haven't been doing because I haven't been fucking live streaming like a silly man? I have 10 free gift memberships. Or memberships that I can gift out literally for free. Like, that's pretty interesting. Anyway, welcome to the live stream, lads. I do greatly appreciate you guys being here. I do greatly appreciate y'all having patience with me because I have been absent for quite some time. I am still working a 50-hour-a-week job, which takes a lot of my free time, so I do apologize. But either way, I'm glad y'all are here. I greatly appreciate you guys being here. That being said, to show my appreciation, we are going to gift our free subs, or free memberships for the month. We have 5 of them right off the bat.
Ready to serve.
Yeah, Toygar, Asura King, Sparks, PSA TJ, and Pixel A. Welcome to the ranks of the Amber Dawn. So that's pretty cool. I love seeing that. Great to see y'all. Glad that y'all could join in here. And then the cool part is we have another 5 more because we have 10. YouTube gives us 10 free memberships that we can gift out to the community every month, and so that was the first 5. That was Pixel A. Perfect. I don't have any of the sound on, but that's Pixel A. So that's the last of that first 5, and now we have bada bing bada boom the other 5. Beautiful. We have the White Ryan. Welcome back. He's actually a channel member before. Mirko Gabak, same thing. Anak, and then Carlos Sugasti. Very cool. Yeah, not bad. Welcome to the team, lads. Welcome to the team. It's great to see y'all. That's really cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, the White Ryan, Pixel A. We've got a lot of channel members down here at the bottom. Look at all these lads. It's crazy. Look at the mad lads out here doing shit. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Anyway, so that concludes our gifted 10 memberships per month. So that was fun. I forgot I get to do that, so I should start live streaming a lot more often. But man, just 50 hours a week, man. I'm exhausted. Being a restaurant manager, this shit is not a joke. They really be beating me down sometimes. But anyway, again, it is great to see you guys. I have greatly missed you all, and I'm very happy to be back and live streaming again, at least for the week. We'll see what happens. Friday obviously is the Queen's birthday, so probably no content coming out that day. Just a scheduled upload like we usually do, because Wednesdays and Fridays are for Bannerlord. So expect that one to still be out and about. That should be fine. But otherwise, lads, I believe that is it for now. I do want us to go ahead and get started, so let us pop up the live stream here. We're gonna hide that for now because that's not important. But anyway, here we are. Welcome, lads. My live chat thing is still cut off, which is weird, so I'm gonna try and fix that real quick, just while we're here figuring shit out, lads. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know how I broke this, if I'm being honest. That is not good. Hold on, let me go back. I can find out real quick how to fix this real easily. 400 by 600. I thought that's what it was. That's what it said, right? Yeah, 400 by 600. That's what it says. I'm gonna set it to default settings. There you go. Oh, I see. Yeah, somehow I broke it. I'm not entirely sure how, but I broke it. So I guess that's cool. That's fine. Damien Stewart, hello, my friend. Welcome to the team, lad. We'll just get rid of the chat widget for now. That's fine. No big deal, lads. It'll be cool. Anyway, for those of you who are just now joining us, welcome to the live stream. Just a little update on how we're looking here. Plus 490 subscribers in the last 28 days, putting us at 20,434 total, which is really fucking cool, you guys. Like, that's pretty awesome. Lots of channel members now, for sure. See all channel members. Yeah, and then all of our new guys. So, like, Gabik rejoined. White Guy Ryan. Yeah, that's pretty cool. 10 new, yeah, we have 46 total. 46 total channel members, which is really, really cool. That's not bad. Lots of Amber Knights, Night Squires, Amber Knights, Night Squires. Yeah. We have a lot of Amber Knights. That's pretty cool. So, again, thank you guys very much. Okay. I was just reading some of the other stuff. Don't mind me. Sorry, lads. Sorry. Anyway. We do have some pretty interesting things in the work outside of just making content for YouTube. The goal for a while has been to try and diversify our content, try and spread out a lot more and get our social media presence up, because that's apparently a thing that you gotta do if you want to see some actual growth and everything like that, which is fine. However, I absolutely hate using Instagram and I absolutely hate using TikTok, but I'm gonna have to suck it up and jump on the trends, I guess, and make some shit happen. It is what it is, honestly. If this is indeed the long-term goal, if this is indeed the career plan, I have to treat it like it, and that includes doing the parts of the job that I don't exactly want to do. And that is, in fact, the social media aspect of it all. So, unfortunately for us, that means there's going to be a lot of just weird shit going on. I'm trying to figure out, like, a solid content plan without just regurgitating small clips of videos we already did. That would be the easiest point, or the easiest way to do it. But I don't want to fucking do that. I feel like that's boring and lame, so why would I do that? But again, it is what it is. We're gonna have to figure it out no matter what happens. That being said, we do have some other very interesting things going on. I have been in the process over the past, like, year and a half of trying to file for an LLC. For those of you who don't know what that means, that is a limited liability company or corporation. Essentially, it's my attempt at trying to legitimize the Lord Commander, not just as a platform or like a social media platform for content creation, but as a legitimized and legally recognized business within the United States. Now, I sent in the file, or the filing request yesterday. So they're saying, because I just got my phone call back from the business guys, and they're saying that worst case scenario, like, you know, it should be fully filed through the federal and state governments by May 12th, which is really cool, which means that we're just about that close to becoming a business. That means I have to start running it like a business, so that's going to be interesting. Not too much is going to change, except I will be trying to open up more avenues to get more more viewers in, more members in, and then more opportunities to make money for the channel, so we can keep this going. That being said, I have also started the process of making our own website, somewhere we can, you know, just kind of, you know, do stuff and be together, and hopefully I can, like, have some kind of merchandising products that I can offer you guys. We do have a videos tab with some of my favorite video series and everything like that. So you've got the Tales from Cal Radio, which includes our original Night series, the Amber Dawn, the Dread Legion, the Bronze Helm Raiders, and the Aurorian Knights. Then you've got Realm of Thrones, so obviously all of our Realm of Thrones series, and then Crusader Kings 3 as well. So you've got the Legacy of the Bastard Lion, Rise of the Storm Dragon, the Blackthorn, Legacy of the Bastard Wolf, and the Bull Knight series. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I am still trying to flesh it out, like, the rest of the way. I also have included in our website what I call the Banner Forge. Essentially, it's a request or like a form where you can request that I will make you like a fully customized and personalized banner to use in Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. When I say a banner, I mean one of these things. Now I know this is a free program that you can literally just look up and like make your own banner. The big selling point, quote unquote selling point, is that I will make your banner, and it's like, you know, you can, of course you can make your own banner or whatever using the free program, but you can have me make your banner and it would be like, you know, super cool and super like, you know, with my creative touch on it or whatever. So that's pretty interesting. So I the website is not up and running yet. I am still working on it. And then obviously I'm trying to find some kind of physical products I can offer you guys as well, just because like I have the basic like shop set up through YouTube, but nobody purchases anything, and I want us to be able to have something out there that involves you guys as a community beyond just like watching the YouTube content and like leaving comments and everything. I want y'all to be immersed and a part of the living adventure, the living story that is the Lord Commander and his Knights of the Amber Dawn. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens. But for right now, I am not too worried about it. That being said, we are finally into the bulk of the live stream here, which means we can also put up this bad boy. So up here in this top corner, you will notice that I am offering to include you guys in this adventure. Channel members will be able to get their characters in for free. But anybody else who wishes to have a character inputted into the new series, these are the pricing options. 10 bucks for a faction leader. That means like the King of the Vlandians or the King of the Sturgeons and everything like that. So if you wanted to have your character be, you know, first of all, look at all these different factions as well. So there's definitely plenty of options for us. But if you wanted your character to be the king of the Walundings or whatever, the Vlandians essentially, because remember we're playing with the Cultures Expanded mod as well. We can get you a custom character thrown in here. The only thing I can't do is change their appearance or change their equipment or their banner or like their faction name either. So I can just change their name and change their appearance if that's something that you want. So we do have so we'd have faction leaders. Clan leaders would be like Ingolthur of the of Karis, you know, like he's a clan leader of the Kingdom of the Vlandians, but he's not the Vlandian faction leader. Then you have minor clan members, so that would be like the, I don't know, the children and just the other clan members of the minor clans. Even like the mercenary faction clans, if you want, you can have your character be inputted as one of those as well. Minor noblemen would mean like the notables, the people who have quests inside of like villages and cities and towns and shit like that. And then of course 99 cents for companions, because companions are the one we use the most often and everybody wants to have a companion. So I made it the, you know, the smallest purchase available so that you guys can you know, have your companions in. And then of course, again, I will stress this even more, channel members will be able to get their own characters inputted for free because you are channel members. So that is something that we can do. That is something that we are going to do. And I'm very excited to be here playing this game with you guys. So I do have some companion requests already from my Discord members as well. So let me find these guys real quick so we can get them inputted. Yeah, I've got quite a few of them, which is awesome. Nice. Bob. Oh, Rye Valkyrie, it's great to see you again. I'm glad you're in. Damn, she out here blowing people up. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, Nathan the Huskarl. Great to see you. Alrighty. So from Sir Block the Master Physician, we have Lothar the Sly, nicknamed the Rat. Interesting, interesting. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so he's from Provence in Vlandia. So that answers the question that I had, which is what culture this person comes from. So they are a Vlandian, which means for us, we can pick a clan. If he's from Provence, hold on. Who holds Provence? The Datir, okay. So we can choose somebody from the clan Datir. Trick. Ah, Liena. That's right, I forgot. So Liena is one of the most, like, I don't know, I guess one of the best, like, spouses that you can have in the game. And she was executed, like, right off the bat, as soon as I started the game. By Ragnvad, yeah. So the leader of the Sturgeons, or the Sturgiski, essentially, in the north, they executed the Lady Liena, which is interesting. Anyway. So, we can take, I don't want to change Fernhard or Armund, but I'm thinking Borvold. We can change his name to, what is his name? Lothar the Rat. Mild violence, cautious valor, close-fisted generosity. That's perfect. Ah! He's a child! Why is he a child? Who are your parents? Being aloof. Yeah. Interesting. Anyway. Says his age is 45. Lothar is a small, sickly man with a pale complexion. His greasy, dark hair hangs limply around his face, often obscuring his sharp, calculating eyes. His thin frame and hunched posture make him appear even more frail. Despite his unassuming appearance, there's a sinister aura about him that makes others uneasy. That's pretty cool. I like that. Not bad. So if he's sickly and pale, we're gonna make him a bit on the skinny side for sure. Give him that pale complexion. And he's a little small. He's a bit small. Ooh, hang on now, lads. I'm getting a call from the Queen. Alrighty, lads. I'm back. Sorry about that. I do so greatly apologize and appreciate your patience with me. But we're back. So, hello, my friends. Anyway, pale and sickly is this guy. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, pale and sickly. I think he's looking pretty good already. I like his little rat-like features, but we can definitely fix him up a little bit more. His dark and greasy hair hangs limply around his face. That's interesting. But he needs piercing eyes, huh? Nice. Piercing eyes, indeed. I'm gonna give him like a rat-like nose. So his nose, like... hold on now. I'm gonna give him a crooked nose too. It's all like broken. Yeah, he looks pretty. He looks pretty rough. He looks pretty rough. And we can fix up his jaw as well. Give him like some fucked up teeth. There we go. He's got some real rat-like features, I think. That's pretty interesting. Now, I don't think he really needs any scars. Maybe just like a mouth scar. He's all like nasty looking. Give him some pimples. He is the rat indeed. That's interesting. I think it looks good. There we go. Lothar the Rat. We have not met him yet, but he is a clan member of the Day Tier, which means that eventually we're going to run into him throughout our adventure. Now that's the first character done. That's not bad. Yeah, beautiful work. Next we have from Sir DCX Decimus. Where'd he go? From the sands outside Kuyaz, we have Zafir ibn Rafiq. That's pretty cool. So this character is going to be another clan leader, I think. But here in the Azurai. The lands of the Azurai. Where's he from? Kuyas? Yeah. I think that's going to be interesting. From the Banu Hulayan. You know what? I think we could make this character the faction leader. I think that would be interesting. So this is Zafir ibn Rafiq. Nice. Zafir ibn Rafiq. Nice. The great Sultan himself. That's pretty kick-ass, dude. Anyway, born the third son of a minor desert merchant and the sands outside of Kuyaz. Only the sun, the sand, and his father's bitter tongue. Not bad. Okay, okay. Doesn't really say anything about his appearance. There we go. Okay, found him. Skin tone is a deep bronze, which I think... Ooh, I like that one. That's not bad. Sun scorched from years under open skies. Sand and wind have weathered his features with dignity. There we go. Cryptic Knight. Mr. G, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream, lads. Welcome, welcome. It is great to see y'all. Anyway, hair is thick, black hair tied back into a tight warrior's knot. Nice. So he's got black hair tied into a warrior's knot. I'm thinking like one of these, or even like this one. Like if it's tied back, you know? I like that one. I think that's not bad. A well-trimmed full beard. Well-trimmed. There we go. He's got like the streaks of white kind of in his beard. I think it looks pretty good. Lean but powerful. Yeah. Eyes dark amber. There we go. Intense gaze that makes lesser men hesitate. When he stares at you, it's like the sun is behind him. That's pretty interesting. I love the detail in this this character creation. DCX really has done him some justice. It says his age is only 38, so we're gonna drop that down a little bit, which is cool because he still maintains a little bit of like the gray streaking in his beard, which is not bad. Lean but powerful, the wiry frame of someone who survived countless skirmishes. His muscles are more about efficiency than bulk. Perfect for long rides and sudden strikes. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah, so now we have our great and powerful Sultan. This is Zafir ibn Rafiq, Sultan of the Sultana al-Asarai. I think that's pretty kick-ass, man. Not bad at all. Will you be reading any from your YouTube posts? Yes, I will. I was prioritizing my Discord members first because I had asked them, I had invited them to make their characters before I even made it a Discord post or a YouTube post. So it was in the Discord before it was on YouTube, and so I'll just be doing it in order. Anyway, 30 minutes of debating with my mom is really tiring. Holy smokes. Dr. Block, welcome in. Dude, I have to show you, man. I have to show you the character. Especially that it's something that bothers me a lot, but I don't want to be a drama dropping right now. No, for sure. Azerite campaign? No. This is for our Horse Lords campaign. I'm just adding in all the characters. So, for the character you dropped us, my friend, of the Vlandians. Also, in the game, they're called the Walundiga Riche, which I think is pretty cool. So, from the lands of Provence, we have Lothar the Rat. Here he is, Jesus. 45-year-old man with the greasy black hair and the rat-like features. This is Lothar the Rat. We're absolutely going to detest this man when we meet him. So he is of the Osrican culture, so he shares that culture with us. But his personality, he's very cautious, close-fisted, and he has mild violence, which I think is pretty interesting. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. But anyway, here's another look at the man himself. I gave him like the shitty little pimples on his face to give him that like real rat-like feature. And then the rat nose as well, with the sharp chin and jawline. I think he looks really fucking good. But yeah. So that is Dr. Block's character, Lothar the Rat. And then we just completed Sir DCX's character, Zafir ibn Rafiq, who I made the Sultan of the Aserai. But I think he looks so goddamn good, man. He looks really, really good. And I love his, like, nice chiseled nose. What's crazy is that my biological dad has that exact same nose. Like, the exact same nose. But anyway, I just think it's pretty interesting. So here we are. We have Zafir ibn Rafiq, who I think is going to be one of my favorite NPCs in the game, for sure. How do I join the Discord, or do I have to be a channel member? No, you can join the Discord. Yeah, Mr. G, if you want to drop him an invite link, that would be totally fine. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, we also have from Sir Robert in the Discord as well for a Sturgeon Noble. I think I'm going to have this guy be the faction leader of the Sturgeons. Actually, I want to read it first because I don't think I read this one. So his name is Robert Dansland, nicknamed Robert the Bloodspear. Appearance mostly seen in his armor, but sports a long blonde hair and a bit of a beard. Robert enjoys the thrill of battle, specializing in swinging polearms and regular polearms. He brings his host of men to tip the scale of battle. Known for winning many duels, he is deadly in any combat situation. A man of few words, enjoying to whet his spear on his enemies' holds. Holds loyalty to those enabling his fighting, hoping to be behind a worthy ruler, if that's the current leader of Sturgia or someone new. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I think that's pretty solid. So the question is now, do I want this character to be the leader of the Sturgeons? Where's my Sturgiski? Yeah, here we are. Because we have Ragnvad. Or do we want him to be... Sounds more like a mercenary. That's what I was thinking too. See, because now I want to check out minor clans. Right? Because the lake rats are sturgeon. Yeah. Yeah, because they're of the Sturgiski, or the Sturgiski culture. Yeah. So we can make him... Oh, look at that. That's crazy. So they've joined in as part of a faction. So they have some domain limit. That's pretty interesting. Freeman of the Marshes. Nice. These are... Oh, they're Swedishmen. Oh, that is interesting. Ah, so they share the same faith that we do. Interesting. Very interesting. Mr. G, just because you're a long-time community member from for YouTube, I will allow you to put in your character request in the Discord. And I'll let you add that in for free. My 1 cent salary ain't nothing. Can I get a raise? Hell no. If I can't get a raise, you can't get a raise, alright? He said, wait, let's go. Yeah, I got you, buddy. I'll make it happen. Alright, who are these guys? The Vakin. That's interesting. We have Manhunters as well. Or the Skolderbroda. Oh, they're the Yumna, so they're not really sturgeons. They're the Yumna. Interesting. I hope he can become somebody everybody can hate. Hell yeah, dude. That's always such a great character. Alright, so the question is, do we want Robert's character, Robert Dansland, also known as Robert the Bloodspear, to become a mercenary leader, either through the Skolder Broda or the Lake Rats, or do we want them to be the leader of the Sturgeon faction, or even just like a minor lord? Like, that would be fine too, you know? What do you guys think? Excuse me, my goodness. I love the Nordic clans in Mount & Blade. Hell yeah, dude. Valkyrie keeps bombing us, oh my lord. Jesus. Blue, howdy, never caught a stream before, but I always adore your Bannerlord series. Always loved Horse Rider play. Excited to see what you do with this run. Yeah, it'll be fun, man. It'll definitely be a ton of fun. I'm not sure if you've seen the faction build videos that we have, but those were a ton of fun as well. The Lake Rats. I feel like if we did the Lake Rats, it would make the most sense, just because they are the most bloodthirsty. The Skolder Broda don't really seem like they have that same vibe. It's the Lake Rats that seem like a clan of like vicious Northmen. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the vibe that we're gonna go for. I think we're gonna make Robert Dansland the Bloodspear, the leader of the Lake Rats. I think it just makes the most sense. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my Lord Blue. If you would like to see, we do have a horses mod, so we can visit the stables and see some of our horses. So this is my newer horse. For those of you who don't know yet, I have already played a full episode worth of this series here. So if things look a little bit different, that's why. But I dropped the ball and I forgot to add in all of the custom characters, so we're doing it now. I recorded this episode like weeks ago. And I had so much fun like setting up the build and everything and getting the mods to work that I got excited, and I jumped the gun, and I definitely started playing before I had it fully set up. So now we're adding in the custom NPCs and everything. But this is one of our horses. This is Ashmane, who I named because of the black hair and everything like that. Our bonding process is really, really low. I know you can't see it behind my big ass head. So the bonding, we haven't even reached like bond level 1 yet. Our bonding process is at 22%, so the more that you ride your horse and the more you use it in battle, the higher your bonding process will be. And it's all meant to add like roleplay elements to the series. So the higher your bond, obviously, like, we care about Ashmane as our horse, and we have that spiritual connection between the two of us, kind of like in Avatar. You know, like the spiritual connections through Eywa that they have with like their dire horses or their Ikrans and shit like that. Also, speaking of, I've been playing Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, and I don't understand the hate. No, that's a lie. I understand where the hate's coming from. I just don't share that opinion. That's what I meant. But yeah, it was a great fucking game so far. I'm having a ton of fun with that. Anyway, so currently used days, we've only used this horse for 12 days. We've participated in 2 battles with Ashmane. His speed is at 59, maneuverability at 70, and charge damage at 27. So the more bonding levels you get, the higher all these stats get as well. So that'll definitely be the plan going forward. I tend to miss streams, but I think the last one you were playing For Honor, maybe. Damn, that was a long time ago. I did. Those look so fun to build. I don't have a PC, so I love... Whoops. Vicariously... Yeah, so I live vicariously through your videos on mods. I appreciate that. Can you buy the Pure Blood, the fastest horse in the whole game in this mod? Yes, I believe you can. So it would be sad if the horse just dies. Exactly. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I haven't played For Honor in ages, man. Like, that's how I started. I started the whole YouTube channel back when all I had was my PlayStation 4. And so I did a lot of For Honor roleplay videos, and all I did was fight against bots because I'm trash at For Honor, mechanically speaking. But I just love, like, the whole knight you know, cosmetic system and everything. So obviously I have my army of orange themed knights and shit like that. And so I did a few roleplay videos back when I first started, and then it was that and like just a full playthrough of like Shadow of War on my PS4. So that was a ton of fun. But and then I switched to the PC and it became Bannerlord and everything and Crusader Kings, and now here we are. It's been about 2 years since we've done that, so that was a ton of fun. But anyway, we're gonna hit up the Lake Rats, and the current leader is Lasvuk of the Lake Rats, mercenary fighting for the Vulina. Not bad. All right, so we're gonna change his name to Robert Bloodspear Dansland. Yeah, it says Dansland, Land, but I'm gonna change it to Danslund. I feel like that'll be an interesting little roleplay piece there. It looks like a little sweetie pie. We're gonna have to change that because this man is a fucking menace to society. He does have long blonde hair. And a bit of a beard. Just a bit of a beard. I'm not sure what that means or what that's going to entail. I kind of want to give him like this orangish blonde hair just because it's kind of like almost like it's dyed red with blood. So he's got really lightly colored hair as his base, but then like the overtones is kind of like this faded red as if it's been dyed with blood. I think that's pretty cool. I feel like this is too red, but this is like that perfect medium. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's pretty cool. So long blonde hair and a bit of a beard. I do kind of want to give him like a wild looking beard. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even like a braided beard. Yeah. I think the braided beard is going to look the best here, but we definitely need to change his appearance a bit to match the kind of like, you know, bloodthirsty maniac that we know. That's pretty cool. Could make him a bit older, say like he's in his mid to late 20s, you know? Like right in his prime. Yeah, look at that man, Jesus. He needs some broad shoulders. Bada bing. There we go. Look at him. God damn it. Yeah, I'm okay with that build. I think it looks pretty good. Not bad. All right, let's give him some better looking features here. So obviously his eyes need to be like a little more piercing and angry. Give him some like icy blue eyes. And then just give him some like massive like chin features, you know? Massive jawline. Jesus Christ. The man's a monster. An absolute monster. Jesus. Yeah, just a monster of a man. Yeah. The Blood Spear. Sorry. I forgot I had work alarms still set up. I love him. I think he looks really good. Is all the skill of units changed? Or is it just base game skills? Um like units as in like the custom troops or as in like the characters? Because the characters I can't really change their traits, unfortunately. Or their skills, really. But as for like our custom characters or our custom units, those are all changed. I was able to alter them myself. Um, but anyway, so here he is, the finished product, Robert Bloodspear Dansland, leader of the Lake Rats. I think that's pretty kick-ass. Yeah, he's just a great monster of a man. I love that. Yeah, if we ever find that man out in the wild, be sure or be rest assured that we'll find him for sure. And then same thing with Lothar the Rat. These are some characters I plan on meeting in the series. And then of course, the Sultan Zafir ibn Rafiq himself. Not bad. So those are some of our Discord members. There are a few more that I'm going to take a look at real quick. Yeah, one from the Witch King, one from Dracus, one from Sir Ignacio. Yeah. And we have some companions here. Nice. Cool. Yeah, so we've got some really good characters in here. So we're going to start with Sir Ignacio's character. I believe his is unfortunately of a different culture. And the only reason I say unfortunately is because the character build that we've done here for Sir Eothane is that he is a bit of a religious zealot. So his faith, being the Osfade, he does very much care for his faith and the people who subscribe to that same faith. He is not really a fan of other faiths, really. He sees them as heretical. He sees them as paganistic, stuff like that. And so Sir Ignacio, our Discord member, has a character named Aznasiu Ahmed, the Darcy Walker, or Darcy Walker, which gives me vibes for the Darcy down here in the south. So we're gonna add them in. I'm thinking maybe as like a companion, or not a companion, sorry, but as a mercenary leader. I feel like that would make the most sense. Do the Darcy have their own faction, or am I looking more for a culture? Yeah, because there's a lot of cultures down here in the south. The Siri. The Serrani. The Darcy. Okay, so there's the Darcy culture, but all the way over here. So they're kind of like a mix, from what I understand, a mixture of the Aserai and the Imperial and the kind of Mongolian style of the Khuzaits, which is going to be very interesting. But we do have the Darcy culture over here, far to the southeast. So we're kind of separated by a solid amount of space here. Um, that being said, I want to read what he's got going on. So he does give him some equipment, which unfortunately we can't really utilize. Interesting. I'm thinking a mercenary company would be the best bet here. The issue is, we'll have to go through and find which of these cultures makes the most sense. Wardens of the Hills. It's interesting. These are Calradian people. There we go. Okay, so the Gilman are of the Darshi people. So I'm thinking we can make this character, Shumsan. We could change him to be the new character. So his name, Nasiu Ahmed. What the fuck? Ahmed the Darshi Walker. That's a mouthful of a name. Aznasiu Ahmed the Darshi Walker. Yeah. Edit his appearance. It looks pretty good, honestly. I like him. But here is the appearance that he has set up for us, because he did in fact make this character in Bannerlord. And then give us his appearance here. So he does have black hair. He's got a full beard. He's another tall boy. Yeah, not bad. He's got the one-handed mace and the spear and shield. He looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I think he looks really solid. I do want to give him some face paint. For whatever reason, I feel like this would just add really, really well to the overall cosmetic here. And I think he looks really fucking good. He looks really fucking good. But yeah, I like him. I think that's a solid fucking character design. If I send a super chat now that I'm in the Discord, can I just put my character in the custom characters tab? Absolutely you can. Second screening, yeah, that's true. Add him to another character's mercenary group. Yeah, I can do that. That's awesome. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, so that is Anasiu. What? Aznasiu. Yeah, so the Z is before the N, and then it's Nasiu. Aznasiu Ahmed. Cool. Sorry, that was a mouthful. Nice. Moving on from the Lord Dracus himself. He is a mounted lancer. Nice. So this is a companion request. So this is where things are going to get interesting, because now we have to search for heroes, male heroes who are alive. And let's say he's from the same basic culture. So let's give him like Osrican, Rodok, and Swedish. And we could even say like Ballionling as well. My lord Aldhelm. Love that guy. Aldhelm, Durthert de Marok, Aethane, so that's myself. I'm just going to put stars by some of our characters here. Leofrich of the Dawn Rider Brotherhood. Yeah, not bad. We do have plenty of options here too, which is pretty interesting. So we have Inric the Loud, who's a companion. Oh, here's what we need. Wanderers. There we go. I knew I was forgetting a step. Yeah, so we have plenty of Wanderers here. We have Borvald the Shark. For this character request, we have Aylard the Dawn, or Aylard of the Dawn. So it's Aylard, Aylard. I think that's a pretty good name. Part of me wonders if we can switch the Y and the L and make it Alyard. Like Alyard. You know what I'm saying? Alyard of the Dawn. Or Aylard of the Dawn. I think Aylard is not bad too. I think the LY sound is kind of hard to pronounce. Alyard. Yeah. Anyway, so we have Aylard of the Dawn, who is a mounted lancer. That being said, we need to find somebody who's a wanderer who has mounted lancer traits. We have somebody with a polearm skill. Yeah. And his name is Alayan the Tracker. That's pretty cool. That's not bad. He's got some really good scout skills as well. He is merciful. He is of the Osrican culture. Never seen before. Aelin the Tracker. Normans of the Hills, who's a Rodokian. Whoops. Parabard, Bitterdroft. He's got some medicine skills. And Therard the Shark. Yeah, so I'm thinking Alyard. Or Alayan is our best bet here. I like the name Alayan, so I think I'm going to change the name here. So Alayan of the Dawn from Aylard. Yeah, it'll be Alayan of the Dawn. And he's got some pretty decent like weapons and armor and everything. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Godwin or Edward. I feel that. Anyway. He is a mounted lancer. He's supposed to have a round shield, but that's fine. His helmet covers his whole face, which is not something we can do right now, just because he's not part of our mercenary company. Yeah, he's tall and muscled, but not big. He's not a bodybuilder. He's more of a gymnast. So let's make him kind of lean. And kind of tall, you know? And that's it. He doesn't really have any other appearance other than that, is that he's tall. I kind of want to give him this kind of olivey type of skin, or sable skin right here. We can make him just a tad bit more built. There we go. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. I'm not really a fan of the beard. I think his hair is fine. I don't think it does anything against him in any way. I do like how young he looks as well. So I'm thinking, if anything, we're just going to fix up his jawline a tad bit. Otherwise, he's got some really, like, mousy kind of features here. and I'm not mad at it. I think he looks pretty good. He's got a really unique shape and silhouette to his face and his head. So I think I'm going to keep it. I think he looks good. I think he looks good. Yeah. So his backstory, because he's a companion, he is a soldier from nothing, a man who appeared from the east, lance in hand, atop his horse. He pledged his allegiance to the Horse Lord, promising to bring the wrath of the sun upon his enemies, fighting to keep darkness and evil away. He's very righteous, almost like a paladin in terms of his belief in the power of the sun. He will willingly charge into battle at the front, and often seems a little crazy to people when they first meet him. I kind of like that. I think that's a solid character build. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah. I don't know why, but I like this one better. I think his eyes are like really, really small and really spread apart. He kind of reminds me of Sid the Sloth, but he's not ugly either. You know what I'm saying? I think he looks pretty good. I like him. So we have Alayan of the Dawn. I think he looks really good. Oh, shit. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, y'all. Yeah, this community loves making the crazies. They really do. They really do. Alright, next we have, from the Witch King, we have Alexander the Strong. This has been a character he's been trying to input into our community builds for quite some time, and I feel really bad that I dropped the ball. But we can definitely make it happen. Yeah. I think Borvold the Shark makes the most sense here. He's devious, cruel, and close-fisted, which I think are some pretty decent traits. He has really good one-handed and throwing skills, so he's obviously pretty strong here. So I think this might be our best bet. Alexander the Strong. Edit appearance. Ooh, his features are pretty interesting as well. He does look like a deranged maniac. And I kind of like it, you know? We're going to make him a bit of a shorter guy, so he's got like a height complex, but we're going to make him buff as shit too. So he's short and stout. Yeah, but his features look really nice. His eyes are really like piercing and weird. Give him like a slightly bigger nose to help with his like silhouette. And then give him like a creepy fucking smile. So he's always like smiling. Give him like a... He needs like a face asymmetry. Almost like a smirk. God damn, look at that man. Jesus. What a psychopath. Good God. He's terrifying to behold. Oh, Trooper, great to see you. Hell yeah, dude. Great to see you here, dude. Hit him with the rah 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 in the chat. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, I think this character looks really fucking menacing, dude. I think that's pretty awesome. Golly. I love this character. He looks really, really good. I think he needs like a scar. Some like menacing scar that really like blocks up his face. Or even like that one. Like a real small scar is not bad either. Nah, that one right there. One that like covers over the chin and the mouth. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. I like it. There we go. Alexander the Strong. Fuck, man. I think that's one of my favorite character designs so far. He looks really cool. He is a Balianling, so he kind of shares the same culture. But still, not bad. Not bad at all. Excuse me. My goodness. Alright, so this is one of our last ones before we get into all the requests from today. So we have Bishop Edric God's Blight. He's a surgeon, a scout, and a cavalryman. So I believe this is going to be a companion. Your Grandsman super chatted $1. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. I appreciate it, my friend. Hell yeah. 99 cents for a companion request. Fuck yeah, dude. Sir Damian Rivers. Fuck yeah, dude. Alright, we'll definitely get him in. But first, we have Bishop Edric God's Blight. So we need somebody who's got some solid skills in, like, healing. So I think Parabard Bitterdroft makes the most sense, just because he starts off with 67 medicine. However, part of me wonders if there's not a better companion that we can find. Somebody who's going to start off with just better stats. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really look like it. And you can tell by, like, the sub-names that they have. We have another Bitterdroft, Halgard. And another one, Foreign Card. And another one, Dalager. Okay. Cherold. Okay, cool. So we actually have a few options here, which is not bad. So let's find Cherold. We're going to do some cheat mode so we can get in here and meet some of these new companions. Now, when it comes to companions, I can absolutely change their stats and everything, but it's a lot easier to do that when they're in my party. Otherwise, like, their stats just kind of do whatever the fuck they want. Bold aloud. Swadishman. Udris Fairhair. That's pretty cool. Ulgaric Bellows Breath. My lord, I want to know, I already sent my character in previous episodes of the series that I have to super chat or not. No, you do not have to super chat. Channel members can do their companion requests for free. If you're a member of the Discord, of the official Discord, you can drop your character suggestion in the custom character channel in the Discord, because that's what we have going on. If you need an invite, just ask Mr. G for an invite link, and we can make it happen. But we have Cherold Bitterdroft, who has 68 medical knowledge, which is not bad. But let's keep taking a look here. That was Cherold Bitterdroft. We have Dalaga Bitterdroft in Zeonica. Dalaga, 61. A Swadishman. Ulgernond, the Grizzled. Otto the Tracker, who's a Biscanian. He's got some solid stats. God damn. Otto the Tracker. I like him. I'm going to put a star by his name. Alright. So it's not looking great for some of these Bitterdrofts. That was Dalager. Who's next? Foreign Card. He's in Sibir. Yeah, Foreign Card Bitterdroft. He has 75 medicine, so this might be our best starting point here. Ulgernond the Shark. And Orthol Barrel Chest. He's got like stewardship skills, some trade, and some polearm. I like him. We're going to keep a star by his name. He's also of the Osrican culture as well. So Foreign Card Bitterdroft, I think, is going to be our best bet. We're going to change his name to be Edrich God's Blight. I think that's such a kick-ass name, dude. Eadrich God's Blight. Not bad. I do like it that he's bald. It does kind of give... oh, he's a bishop. I forgot to put his title in there. Hold on. Give me a second, lads. He is bishop. Ah, come on. Get yourself something pretty, my liege. And remember to stock up on potassium. Long live the Banana Bandit. The Banana Bandit strikes again with 45 currency. DKK. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I forget every time. But man, what a mad lad. Love that guy. Ah, fucking hell. Eadrich. God's Blight. Dude, I cannot spell today. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, y'all. God's Blight. Bishop Eadrich God's Blight. Good lord. Danish kroner? Hell yeah, dude. We got some Danish kroners up in this shit. Thanks, dude. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Not bad. Alright, so Eadrich is always lacking in equipment, often more than not possessing only a mace, a shield, some helmet, and chainmail alongside his clerical robes. He refuses to use any sharp weapon. I think that's going to be pretty interesting. He does have a sword equipped by default, but we can change that. I like that he's got this, like, leather cloak as well, or leather surcoat. It's pretty interesting. Age is 30, 31 is fine. He is of average height, average weight, and has the monk cut. Okay. So he would essentially have, I guess bald just makes the most sense because we don't really have a monk cut here. But he is average height. Let's say he's like, I want to say like 6 foot, if that. Oh, whoops. Age is 30. Average weight, average build. Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of a bulky man. I like that, though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he has just some real basic traits, but he has a glorious beard. It doesn't say anything about his hair color. Interesting. Yeah. So I think give him kind of like a light brown-ish. I mean, I kind of like that too, like the auburny style beard. I think that's fine. I like him. I think it looks good. Yeah, Bishop Eadrich God's Blight. Yeah, it looks good. Merciful, close-fisted. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I like him. I think he's pretty cool. I like that guy a lot. Not bad. Oh, Anderson. Guess who's here? Hell yeah, dude. Sir Anderson the Small is back, baby. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome to the party, bud. Alright. So that concludes character requests from previous builds. But now we have our 3 new ones that we can join in here. Starting with Mr. G. So we have Sir Gazrudath Abu al-Malt. Sir Gazrudath, the Father of Death. That's kick-ass. Not bad. Comes from a humble family in the Azerite Desert. So he's one of the southern peoples down here. Here we go. We're gonna make him a faction leader. Make him like a very evil man. Nice. Yeah. Make him a knight, which is pretty interesting. Sir Gazrudath Abu al-Maut. Nice. So there are those who say, Jesus, that he is taller than the tallest walls of any city, and his shoulders are as wide as the greatest sea. There are those who claim that he has no hair, but that he has the largest beard in history, of the darkest complexion. I think that's pretty kick-ass, dude. I think he looks pretty good already. That's not bad. His age is his mid-30s. I'm thinking like 38. Let's say 40. That way he's got some age on him. You know what I'm saying? And eyes the color of fire. Nice. I like that he's got one missing eye, though. I think that's kick-ass. Sir Gazrudath Abu al-Mat, Shah of the Tegan Shar. That's pretty kick-ass, man. Ugh. That's pretty cool. I like him. I like him a lot. That's actually really fucking cool, man. We're gonna make him a villain for sure. Alright, now on to Grand's character. We have Sir Damian Rivers, a companion. Fuck yeah, dude. Sir Damian Rivers. Proficient swordsman and horseman, which is perfect. Because we can go back to heroes that we have start out, right? We could use this guy. He doesn't have any riding skills, but we can definitely change that. Honest, generous. He's kind of distracted. Oh, intellectual tasks. I see. Nice. All right, so I kind of want to read this full thing because this is nice. Sir Damian Rivers, the companion, he has a bastard sword he calls Soul Stealer and heavy armor and a black warhorse. He is taller than most, but not giant. Black, long, shaggy hair and long black beard, gray blue eyes, and a minor scar on his face. He's 27, so we can definitely fix this up a little bit. Yeah. The son of a disgraced minor house, Damien was cast out by his family when he would refuse to participate in the execution of a family of farmers who would not marry off their daughter to his elder brother. He would escape his family's wrath when he left his home of Ox Hall, fleeing east in search of life or adventure. He is righteous and good of heart, opts to help others rather than walk past a discouraged man, honorable to those he is willing to protect, and he follows the path of the Osphäid and is very pious. He is a proficient swordsman and horseman, and he is also able to handle his own when needed to use other weapons, but prefers his usual bastard sword. I think that's pretty kick-ass, dude. Yeah. He doesn't have any starting gear, but if we get him to join our party eventually, we can give him that gear. He's 27. Make him 27. Get him kind of built just a tad bit. So he's got long black hair. Long shaggy hair, it says. So I'm thinking this might still be fine. And a black beard. Go for that one. This is like blue black. This is like black black. You know what I'm saying? I like his features, but there's definitely some stuff that we can fix up here. Nice. Little handsome lad. And fix his eyes a little bit. Trooper, Drive King. Gray blue eyes. I think that one's pretty cool. Nice. And minor scarring on his face. I like him. I think he looks pretty good. Oh, King Zera has pledged their sword. That's amazing. Thank you, my king. Oh my goodness. Alright. Reading chat. Previous builds. After these ones, will you do the YouTube post characters? Yes. Do you know the best thing about this series? When you gave the infantry their own tree, for God's sake. Your infantry was the opposite of the infantry in Aurorian Knights. My bad. The custom unit you make are so nice compared to any I could make. I appreciate that. Bro elevated my character from a companion to a whole-ass faction leader. I honestly wouldn't say no. We're gonna make him a villain. Watch him get railed by his neighboring factions in the early game. Oh god, that would suck. That is a lot of land. Yeah, he will go far. Either to hell or to life. Oh, skull mask tattoo in his axe. Yeah, I forgot about that. I refuse. I'm rebelling. Oh, Lord. Anybody wants to join my character, a villain, as a henchman? I did pay for a super chat. Wouldn't want to waste it, other than Lord Commander getting more bananas. Fuck yeah, dude. This guy isn't going to like... isn't gonna like raids. If you don't read chat from where you left, I'm going to make you suffer unimaginable pain. Hello, my lord, Sir Ignacio. Oh, wait for my character. Ignacio, we actually already did. We actually already added yours in. Oh yeah, Drive Kung, I'm so sorry. Your mods are feeling used and abused. My bad, y'all. My bad. I like him. Alright, let's go back and then forward again. Ah, the trooper himself. $2 for a nobleman. Hell yeah, dude. So hyped for this. Big Raw. I love that. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate it. I forgot to change his name. That's my fault. So we have Sir Damien A.N. Rivers. Sir Damien Rivers. Go back. Go forward. Sir Damien Rivers. Yeah, honest, generous, mild, a little bit distracted. But otherwise, I think he's a solid build right here. I like him. I like him a lot. Ugh, fuck me. So sorry. I am so sorry. Whew. Alright, Drive Kung. Yeah, who was next, right? Because he said it was 2 a.m. in his country. Yeah, Drive Kung. So we're going to do Drive first. However, Sir Ignacio, I know you're waiting to see your companion as well. Danke, my lord. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Oh, shit. Hold on. Give me a second. Here we go. Here we go. I've almost forgot who your character was. So, Aznasiu Achemed the Darshi Walker. I actually made him a minor clan leader, so he's the leader of his own mercenary clan, the Guildman. But here is his appearance. I think his armor looks really kick-ass. Like the solid silver kind of steel look looks really cool. He's a little bit different than the picture that you had. But overall, I think he's got a solid character build. I think he looks really, really good. So this is the man himself, Aznasiu Achemed, the Darshi Walker. Join Ignacio's mercenary group? Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, you can't hear because you're without sound. That's my bad. Sorry. Oh, you're a member already. You would like to donate the nobleman to somebody else. Ah, okay. Cool. Yeah, so if anybody is in the chat who would like to have a nobleman added into the game, and by nobleman, what I mean is a character like these guys up here, you know? Like, we can alter some of these guys. We can make them like an influential artisan or a merchant within one of these towns and everything. Towns or castles. How many characters are left? You know, that is a good question. But anyway, we're gonna continue on. I know that it's literally 2 in the morning for Drive Kung, so we're gonna get his character in here. Oh, that's right. I do remember your character. Is it Walm? Walm? The Tarnished. W-A-L-M. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. So this is essentially a companion request for almost like an infantryman, which I think is going to be really, really cool. We do have some solid options here. So Inric the Loud, I'm going to keep a star by his name just because he's got some solid horseman skills. So 135 riding and then 143 in polearm. That being said, I don't think that's the character that we're going to kick it off with. As for an infantry build, I think Normand of the Hills would be a good starting point. There are the Shark, who's got some one-handed skills. Ubold the Loud, another rider, so we can get some more horsemen in here. There are the Shark, Parabard, yeah, and then the Ulgernond. Now it says that he needs like a spear, right? Yeah, polearm and sword. I think if we start with Normand of the Hills, no, because I want somebody who's got better like one-handed skills. So I'm thinking Ulgernond, 125, and then like some crossbow skills. I don't think that's bad at all. He is a Swedishman as well, so we can give him a spear. Honest, merciful, mild, neutral. He is just a young man who fights as an infantryman. So this is Walm, the Tarnished. Fuck, sorry. Shut up, Mr. G. Shut up. All right, my bad. All right, he's got a big axe, skull axe or whatever is what he's trying to say. He's all mad about it. Kick ass, dude. Anyway, yeah, for this character design, he is just a low tier soldier, so he will have infantry and equipment will be just some polearm and a sword, and the rest is up to me. So that's not bad. If he's a low tier infantry, we're gonna put a little bit of weight on him. He's being taken care of. He's an asset to whatever lord he serves. So obviously, making sure he's well fed is of the interest here. We're gonna make him a little bit shorter, just because he's an infantryman. So he's gonna be kind of light on his feet. The mustache isn't bad, but it's not my favorite look. So if anything, we can give him something a bit different, something a little more like veteran, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's got some like sun-kissed skin here. He's been out and about getting the shit done, you know? Not bad. There's something about his eyes that kind of creep me out. Mm-hmm. Nice. He's got a solid look to him now. I think he looks really good. He's got that kind of like veteran infantryman type vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I think one of the only things we can really add in to solidify that is maybe some scarring to make it look like he's been through the shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give him just like some low set eyebrows. He's got those eyes of like, I've seen some shit you wouldn't believe, lad. I do like his hair, but I do have a lot of characters with this hairstyle, so I'm thinking we can change it up just a tad bit. He's got that veteran mercenary look right here. I think it looks really good. Solid design. So go back, go forward. Walm the Tarnished. Hell yeah, dude. Drive Kung, I hope that's alright. I hope this fits the idea that you had. Just, oh, short hair. See, so that's perfect. We do have some other short hair options if you'd like. This is just kind of a solid mercenary cut. You do have like the, I don't know, stuff like this, stuff like that. I don't know. I think this really fits him well as well. I think it really solidifies like his character silhouette and the overall look for his design. I like it. Thoughts? But anyway, Walm the Tarnished. Not bad. Alright, and then last but not least for the Discord, we have from Trooper himself, Andrew Neverborn Black Cairn. That's pretty kick-ass. I assume this is for a companion. I'm pretty sure, so we're gonna find us a companion to utilize here. Go back to heroes. I'm thinking what we need is somebody with a barrel chest in the name, you know? There's Kasira. Badolf barrel chest. Yeah, both of them are at Kasira. So let's get going real quick. Yeah, two-handed skills. There we go. That's pretty kick-ass. There's a Malduf and Badulf. 116, 145. 147. So I think a Malduf barrel chest is going to be our best bet here. So we have Andrew Neverborn Black Cairn. Oh yeah. Go back. Go forward. Oh, yeah. Not bad. All right. Edit appearance. Nearly 2 meters tall, short and messy blonde, almost white hair with a ginger beard. Unfortunately, I can't make that happen. The best I could do is kind of like this platinum blonde kind of look here. It's short and messy hair. So I'm thinking either that one or that one. I think this one might be our best bet. With a ginger beard. Excuse me. Nice. Not bad. Age is 28, which we can make happen. 28. Nice. Looks pretty good. Yeah, not bad. He's got a solid look to him already. Okay, I can sleep now. Thanks so much. You're very welcome, my friend. Get some good sleep, and we'll see you when the campaign officially starts. Yeah, not bad, dude. I love that his name is Black Cairn, but he's kind of got like platinum blonde hair. I think it's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. Not bad at all. Andrew Black Cairn, the Neverborn. Yeah, not bad. Cool. So we've got some solid companions thrown in here to kick off our adventure. Will he ask to see the manager? Who knows? Maybe he will. Very nicely done. So Andrew Blackcairn, he was destined for doom the moment he drew breath, so the village midwife declared, calling him Neverborn, and foretelling a death before dawn. Yet every threat of fate slipped through his fingers like hot iron. He survived the cradle's fever and the forge's flames alike, earning a reputation not as a haunted revenant, but as a man of unbreakable will. By adolescence, he'd lost his family to marauders and staggered from the smoldering wreckage into the arms of a master smith who taught him to bend metal to his will. At 20, Andrew unveiled his first grand design, a battle axe meant to fell castle gates in a single strike, but its collapse nearly buried his comrades under the splintered beams. Shamed by the disaster caused by his design and the state of rage he had found himself in while in battle, he vanished to uncharted wilds, determined to master both weapon and heart. For years, he wandered across barren passes and shattered keeps, tempering his body against bitter winds and refining his craft by moonlight forges. In that crucible of solitude, he forged Earthshaker, a sledgehammer of star steel and molten runic power, whose every blow reverberates with both apology and promise. Now he drifts from war camp to stronghold, a silent juggernaut whose arrival heralds collapse or salvation. His past concealed in the shadows, but his legend written in the quaking earth. A warrior, a blacksmith, a wandering soul in search of a rightful leader to follow. That is pretty kick-ass, dude. That's actually really fucking cool. With what he has been through, he has the right to be a Karen. That's awesome. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Why did it feel like it was written by Chat GPT? I kind of felt that too. It did kind of give off the Chat GPT vibes, which isn't a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. I've been using Chat GPT for a little while now, just getting some shit done. But I think it's pretty cool. I think it's actually pretty kick-ass. Where is your manager, Raw? That's actually really funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Burp. Oh yeah. Where art thou, manager? Jesus. Y'all are funny, dude. Y'all are really funny. Oh yeah, dude. Alright. So now, that kind of does it for the custom characters in the Discord. Which is totally fine. Grands and Mr. Whippy, welcome to the team. I didn't even realize. But yeah, so now we got to go back and find the YouTube post. Oh, Duke 6 days ago. How we doing, boys? Nice. Nice. So we have sitcom laughter. Flame gaming. Okay, so there's only the one character suggestion here, which is from sitcom laughter. Mr. Whippy. Okay, cool. So Mr. Whippy, for a custom companion, the guy's name will be Harvin Castellan, who goes by the name Wolfbane. Nice. Has taken up arms with a mercenary group of your choosing in Vlandia. So I have the perfect... Whoops. I have the perfect idea here. So for those of you who know Bannerlord already, there is a minor clan known as the Wolfskins. Oh, I don't think they're in this one, though. Aw, damn. That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. Damn it. Yeah, there was a mercenary clan called the Wolfskins. But it does not seem like they're here anymore. There you go. The Wolfskins. There they are. Okay, they just have a different name. So it's the Kerwin Bladiad. Bladiad. Blade Dyad. Dyad. I don't know. They're the Kerwins. Alright. So we have Meek of the Kerwins. I think we're going to change this guy to be our companion here. This is going to be Harvin. I'm gonna make it like Castellane, E-I-N, just to give it that kind of Battaniad vibe here. Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane. Harvin Castellan Wolfsbane. I like that. Hell yeah. Blue, you're a channel member. If you want to, I'll let it slide this time and you can create a faction leader. I'm hoping somebody will come up with a cool, like, king for Vlandia. Because as much as I love King Durthert, he's the king of Vlandia, but he's not the king of the Walundiga or Riche, which is our new culture here. So I was hoping somebody was going to come up with like a really cool Western style king or leader for the Walundigas. King Arthur? Nah, because that's somebody honorable. Essentially, I feel like we're going to split off and create our own kingdom for our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as we serve, or plan on serving as a mercenary for the people of the West, our, you know, sole purpose is more so for our people specifically. You know what I'm saying? Which sounds a little bit racist, honestly. Look at this 19-year-old wolfskin kid. Jesus. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Whippy. Thanks a lot, my lord. You're welcome, my friend. King Mordred. See, I like that. I think that's pretty kick-ass. King Mordred is a good one. Anyway. No way. Hold on. I just got the craziest notification here. Hold on. I'll have to show y'all. Dude. So Jackie Fish, the Jackie Fish, I don't know if y'all know that man, reacted to me sharing my thumbnail. Cause I was sharing thumbnail art in the Realm of Thrones Discord channel, and Jackie Fish, the Jackie Fish, fucking reacted to it. Hold on. There at the bottom. I don't know if y'all could see that, but the Jackie Fish reacted to my fucking art. That's kick ass, dude. Oh, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I don't know why. That's such a little thing, but like at the same time, no, it's not. Like, I fucking love Jackie Fish. Jackie Fish is such a huge inspiration to me. Mr. Whip has joined the server. That's funny. Hell yeah, dude. Oh man, that's so kick ass. Sorry, I lost my mind for a second there. I saw the notification and I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? That's cool. That's actually really cool. That made my whole day, dude. Anywho, sorry about that. So, Wolfsbane is a towering man. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about his age. He was 20 at the time, now 32. Perfect. So now 32, Wolfsbane is a towering man with a thick, braided brown beard. Oh, hold on. There we go. Thick, braided brown beard. Nice. I think that's kick-ass, especially the way it shows out of the helm like that. And long, unruly hair that falls past his shoulders. Long, unruly hair. I'm thinking that would be pretty interesting. Like, obviously, it's not the best look. I would even say, like, it's really ugly hair. But I think it makes more sense than this, especially because it's braids on braids. Unless we wanted to do that, but even then, like, the silhouette just does not match. So I'm thinking having this would make the most sense, especially because we're not really gonna see him without the wolf on anyway. So that might be the best bet. Yeah, broad frame and powerful build. Put a little weight on him. He's a bulky man. King Karn the Cruel. That's awesome. King Varshik. Yeah, I feel like that'd be cool. You need a cruel Vlandian king that you need a reason to break away from. Yeah, that is kind of the idea. But where do you go? Yeah, Sir Jeremy Steed, King Karn the Cruel. I think that's a pretty cool name, honestly. King Karn the Cruel. Hell yeah. Towering Man. I like him so far. I think he's pretty kick-ass, dude. Let's give him some, like, wolf scars. Bada bing. Yeah, he looks pretty good. I like him. Harvin Castellane the Wolfsbane. Fuck yeah, dude. Almost as one of the Chaos Gods in Warhammer. Yeah, Khorne. Think King Henry VIII style king fits as Vlandia as a cruel man. Backstory-wise... Hold on. There you go. He fits as well, maybe that type of personality with a cool name. Jonathan, sup? If we take his themes and turn them fictional, that is. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, we have Harvin Castellane the Wolfsbane now. That's a good character. Not bad. And what's crazy is, like, there's 12 comments under this this post, but there's only one character suggestion, and it's from Mr. Whippy. Nice. Pretty interesting. But anyway, so that kind of does it for our character creations. I think one of the last things we need to do now is create the king of the Vlandians, the king of the Walundigas. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna use it as a placeholder for now. But I thought Karn the Cruel was a pretty good one. So we go back, go forward. Aw, didn't change his name. Yeah, Karn the Cruel, Rise of the Walundiga Riche. Nice. Yeah, King Karn the Cruel. Now we just need to make his appearance. Mr. Whippy is out of here. Alright, my friend. I hope you enjoyed. It was a ton of fun, and I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, so King Karn the Cruel. Fat guy, blonde hair. See, I was thinking another, like beefy guy. Someone who's kind of like Magor the Cruel, you know? Like a monstrous man with a shit temper. I am down for keeping him as a blonde-headed man. Make him platinum blonde. Strawberry blonde. That's crazy. That's actually exactly what I had said earlier. Make him strawberry blonde with the rumors that his hair is dyed with the color of blood. That's what we said for a previous character build too. So it's just funny that we we thought of the same thing. That's pretty cool. I think he looks pretty good, honestly. Like, it's not a bad look at all. Maybe a different beard. That's what I was thinking too. What? Orange is racist confirmed. Hell no. The king of what? The king of Willundiga? Willundiga? Riche. Don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me, son. I like that he's got kind of like messy hair. So I'm thinking like messy hair with a short beard. And then we can give him like some super menacing features. Give him like a perpetual frown. I'm not really feeling this beard either, if I'm being honest. That's the downside. go. I like that he's got black eyes. Just soulless black eyes. I think that's pretty interesting. And make him good looking so that he has the appearance that he's obsessed with control. That's a good one. I like that. That's actually a solid idea. I like it. I think it looks really good like this. I kind of like the kind of auburn, like dark auburn red hair. You know what I'm saying? And then his black eyes. Give him some scarring, so he looks even more menacing. So he's got one black eye and one white eye, so he just looks just absolutely menacing. Yeah, I think that's a solid look. I think it looks really, really good, and his silhouette looks really nice. Yeah. But I think we need to change his name, because I'm not a fan of Karn the Cruel anymore. I do like keeping the idea that he is a cruel man, so I think keeping the Cruel as his title or his moniker would be pretty cool. I liked more the obsessed with controlling. I agree. I think that's pretty cool. But we need a name that matches that. Give us the name of somebody who's obsessed with control. Somebody who's constantly striving for power, somebody who hates the idea of freedom. Mordred the Cruel is a good one. Mordred the Cruel. Joffrey the Cruel. Harold the Usurper. Ooh. I like that. Harold the Usurper. I think we should keep the Cruel, because that would be like a, I guess something that is objective. You know, I feel like calling somebody a usurper is more subjective. Like when you think back to Robert, so you've got King Robert the Baratheon. He was known by his friends and allies as like a rebel, and like the leader of the rebellion. But to those who sided with the loyalists, the Targaryen loyalists, they see him as the usurper. So it's something that's more shrouded in, like, you know, in subjectivity, whereas naming somebody the Cruel is more so like he is objectively cruel to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's kind of more of the vibe that I'm going for. It's not so much any room for like gray area, where it's like, oh, you know, people call him the usurper, but in reality, he was fighting for the freedom of his people. No. I want this king of the Volundigas to be, objectively just a cruel man. You know what I'm saying? We do have to change his trait from merciful, for sure. Winston the pot-smoking wizard. Call him Peter or Pedro. Bad Orange Man the Cruel. Orange the Cruel. Shut up. I do like Harold the Cruel. Yeah, Harold the Cruel. That's not bad. Thoughts? Oberon? Oberon the Cruel? Ooh. King Oberon the Cruel. That's not bad. I kind of like that. King Oberon the Cruel. Yeah, Harold is too Nordic. I agree. Call him Bob. Robert. Robert the Cruel. Nah, I think Oberon is a good name. I think it matches his appearance pretty well as also. So we've got Oberon the Cruel. It definitely looks like this man here. You see him marching out in the field of battle, leading his peasant armies, and he's just known as Oberon the Cruel. He stands above them on horseback, and he leads, or he forces them to charge out into the enemy lines, no matter how much blood is spilt, and he's just like, go and win this battle for your king because I demand it, essentially. Very Oberon the Cruel. I like it. Guys, just remember that I named him. King of the Fae in Shakespeare. Yeah, that's true. That's a pretty good connection. I like that. Yeah, King Oberon the Cruel. Not bad. Not to be confused with Oberyn. Yeah. One wrong word about him and I'm gonna flay you. God. Alright, so we found the Prince Oberyn simps in chat. That's for damn sure. That is not bad, though. That is not bad. Very nicely done. I think we have some really solid characters in here. We can get some more NPCs, some more minor clansmen and noblemen that we can run into and have like some back and forth kind of conversations with. But for the time being, I kind of like it. I think it's pretty solid. That being said, lads, I am going to leave this live stream here. This was a ton of fun. And hopefully we can do more. I would like to keep, these options open up here. That way we can have more characters come in, more NPCs. I don't think I'm going to have any more companions until we can get some more of the companions we already know about into our party. But I do believe that if we get some more NPCs, people to interact with, even some of the other cultures of kings integrated as well, because now we have a new king of Landia, we have a new king of the Aserai, and a new king of the of the Darshi over here. But we need a king of like the Vlandians, or the Sturgeons, a king of the three empires, a king of the Battanians. Because this guy, whoever decides to come up with a ruler for the Battanians, just remember that in the lore and in the background of our character Eothane, he has a deep-rooted hatred for the savages of Battania, and so he's gonna go on like this mighty crusade to just expel them from the lands altogether. So we're gonna need a king who is a savage leader of these like Scottish like tribesmen essentially, and somebody who can be like a true villain, because we have Oberon the Cruel already, so we need a character design for the king of Battania who maybe seems more of like a William Wallace or Robert the Bruce style. So he's kind of seen as like a zealot or a like a holistic figure kind of, and like a freedom fighter to his own people, but to us he's just like some savage brute who murdered our family essentially. So that is essentially the vibe. But I think that would be pretty cool. So we have 3 Empire factions, the Khuzaits, the Sturgeons, and the Battanians that we still need new faction leaders for. So if that's something that you're interested in, then obviously leave your suggestions in the Discord. But until that time, lads, I will see you all next time. This was a ton of fun, and thank you all for joining. Thank you for all your support. And all the money you guys have spent for the Queen's birthday as well. So I do greatly appreciate it. But until next time, lads, goodbye. It was fun. Adios. Robert the Brute. That was funny.